So, good evening, everyone. My name is Jaineesh Rajendra Kumar Chauhan, and I have secured All India rank 589 in UPSC CSE 2025. So, सबसे पहले मैं आपको अपना बैकग्राउंड बताऊं तो I am an engineering student. I have done my BTech in Electronics and Communication from NIT Surat. And UPSC जर्नी अगर मैं बताऊं तो दिस वाज माय फिफ्थ अटेम्प्ट एंड इससे पहले चार मेरी प्रीलिम्स में मुझे सक्सेस नहीं हासिल हुआ था. Like I could not clear my prelims. So when in my fifth attempt I cleared prelims, mains, and interview, and I have scored good marks, decent marks in interview, which is 193 marks, and I am happy with this score, with this rank 589. I am hoping कि मुझे इसमें IPS जरूर मिल जाएगा और लेट्स होप फॉर द बेस्ट. तो मैं पहले थोड़े से कमेंट्स में देख रहा हूँ कि अ, तो वो क्वेश्चंस पूछूं. जी, आई एम फ्रॉम गुजरात. देन मोटिवेशन की बात है. देन टॉकिंग अबाउट स्ट्रेटेजी प्रीलिम्स की. ओके. एंड ग्रेजुएशन डेज. ओके, यस. सो यस, ग्रेजुएशन से ही मैंने प्रिपरेशन शुरू करी थी. टॉकिंग लाइक थर्ड ईयर में मैंने आई वाज इन सूरत, सो आई हैड जॉइंड coaching classes in Surat. So yes, I had started preparing from my college days. And तब तो मैं थर्ड ईयर में था जब तो मैं एनसीईआरटीज लाया था और पढ़ना शुरू किया था. बट मैं ज्यादा बड़ी बड़ी बातें नहीं करूंगा. उस समय तो ज्यादा समझ में आता नहीं था. और जैसे कि मैं जब क्लासेस भी जाता था तो मतलब सब कुछ नया नया लगता था. अच्छा लगता था कि कुछ नया पढ़ रहे हैं हम लोग. और फिर मुझे तब ज्योग्राफी बहुत पसंद आता था. ज्योग्राफी में काफी कुछ मतलब नए नए कंसेप्ट्स होते थे. और मतलब ज्योग्राफी ऐसा सब्जेक्ट है जो जल्दी से समझ भी आ जाता है, तो तब अच्छा लगता था. और उसके बाद करंट अफेयर्स तब सबसे ज्यादा मजा आता था कि मतलब क्योंकि रैंडम स्टूडेंट्स तो ज्यादा देखते नहीं है करंट अफेयर्स. और जब हम नया नया प्रिपरेशन शुरू करते हैं तो सब कुछ अच्छा लगता है. मतलब वो इंटरनेशनली नेशनली क्या क्या हो रहा है. सो सबसे पहले मैं चलिए फेज वाइज ही शुरू करता हूँ कि प्रीलिम्स में कैसे करना है. तो मैं एक्चुअली आपको अच्छे से गाइड कर सकूंगा क्योंकि मेरे 4 फेलियर्स हैं. तो मैं आपको क्या करना है और क्या नहीं करना है ये भी अच्छे से बता सकूंगा मैं आपको. तो सी, अब काफी कम दिन बचे हैं प्रीलिम्स में. सो जो 2026 के लिए अटेम्प्ट कर रहे हैं वो डेफिनेटली गो ऑल इन. दिस इज द बेस्ट टाइम. मतलब अभी आपको सिर्फ और सिर्फ प्रीलिम्स के बारे में सोचना चाहिए. और प्रीलिम्स में मैं अगर बताऊं तो जो भी बेसिक बुक लिस्ट है वो आप सबको पता है. मैं उसमें ज्यादा टाइम वेस्ट नहीं करूंगा. एनसीईआरटी हो गई, रेफरेंस बुक्स हो गई, जो बेसिक्स. मैं ये जरूर आपको बताऊंगा कि जो सभी लोग करते हैं वो आपको जरूर करना है. इफ एवरीबडी इज रीडिंग लक्ष्मीकांत तो यस, यू ऑल्सो हैव टू रीड लक्ष्मीकांत. यू देयर इज नो शॉर्टकट्स कि आपने कोई समरी पढ़ ली, कोई इंस्टीट्यूट का पढ़ लिया, कोई अलग बुक पढ़ ली. No, if everybody is following Lakshmikant, then do follow it. For economy, if people are विवेक सर की नोट्स होते हैं, विवेक सर के एमसीक्यूज होते हैं. तो इफ एवरीबडी इज डूइंग इट, डू इट. इफ समबडी इन एवरीबडी इज फॉलोइंग मृणाल सर, यू शुड ऑल्सो फॉलो दैट. एंड हिस्ट्री में जैसे बात करें तो स्पेक्ट्रम, सो यस, यू शुड डू दैट. आर्ट एंड कल्चर, नितिन सिंघानिया बुक, यस, यू शुड फॉलो दैट. और मैं ये सब बुक लिस्ट तो आपके पास होगी. तो मैं जो मेन फोकस करना चाहूंगा वो होगी एमसीक्यूज प्रैक्टिस कैसे करना है, और टेस्ट सीरीज लेनी चाहिए नहीं लेनी चाहिए, और क्या क्या कौन से टेस्ट सीरीज हैं जो आप ले सकते हैं. तो आई विल बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट. मैं 2 साल राजेंद्र नगर में रहा हूँ. तो मुझे मतलब ऐसा मुझे ज्यादा पता है कि कौन से इंस्टीट्यूट्स पे कैसे रहते हैं. सो डेफिनेटली आई वुड लाइक टू शेयर कि आप एसएफजी आता है फॉरम का, वो कीजिएगा. मैंने जो किया था मतलब उसमें ये रहता है कि डेली आपको सुबह एक पेपर देना रहता है. जस्ट अ सेकेंड. सो यस, आपको डेली एक सब्जेक्ट देना रहेगा। तो वो एक बेनिफिट इसका ये रहता है कि डेली यू आर प्रैक्टिसिंग 50 क्वेश्चंस, जिसमें 5 सीसैट रहते हैं और करंट अफेयर्स भी होते हैं। सो आई वुड से कि डेली आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, सो यू विल डेवलप कि 1 आवर्स में आप कितने कर पा रहे हैं। एंड फिर सी सेट जैसे कि जरूरी नहीं है कि आप डेली डेली प्रैक्टिस कर पाएंगे, बट इफ यू आर प्रिपेयरिंग विद दिस एग्जाम टेस्ट सीरीज, तो ये आपके लिए बहुत अच्छा रहेगा कि आप डेली एटलीस्ट आरसी कर रहे हैं या फिर कुछ मैथ्स एंड रीजनिंग के क्वेश्चंस कर रहे हैं। एंड मैं ये जरूर बताना चाहूंगा कि करंट अफेयर्स से इसमें काफी हेल्प होती है। लाइक जो चीजें मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेंट है वो आपके करंट अफेयर्स में वो टेस्ट सीरीज जरूर अंदर अप्लाई करेंगे। तो आई वुड से दिस इज लाइक आउटसोर्सिंग योर हार्ड वर्क। जैसे कि जो आप पहले न्यूज़पेपर पढ़ेंगे या फिर कोई कंपाइलेशन पढ़ेंगे और उसके बाद जो आप एनालिसिस करेंगे, उससे बेहतर है कि ऑलरेडी एक टेस्ट सीरीज आपको करके दे रहा है, तो आपको वो करना चाहिए। देन टॉकिंग अबाउट मैंने पीवाईक्यूज किए थे। सो आपको भी ये करना है कि 2013 से लेके 2025 तक के सारे पेजेस आपको प्रिंट आउट निकालने हैं और उसके बाद 2 घंटे के सिमुलेशन में आपको देना है। देन आई वुड बी वेरी ऑनेस्ट, इस साल मैंने एसएफजी दिया था, विजन का अभ्यास जो रहता है वो दिया था, एंड पीवाईक्यूज पे काफी फोकस किया था। डेफिनेटली जो कुछ कीवर्ड होते हैं, ओनली, ऑल ऑफ द अबव, नन, ये सब पे आपको फोकस करना है। यू हैव टू डेवलप ए हैबिट कि किस तरीके से आप एमसीक्यू सॉल्व करेंगे। सो बिकॉज काफी सारी टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स होती है जो एमसीक्यूज के अंदर ही होती है। और ये आप जब बाय एंड टाइम आप जब डेवलप करेंगे, अपने आप से डेवलप करेंगे। कोई वीडियो जरूर आपको हेल्प कर सकती है, बट जब आप खुद से करना चाहेंगे तो आप बेटर समझ पाएंगे कि क्या ट्रिक्स है। जैसे कि कभी कभार ऑप्शंस अब ऊपर नीचे हो जाते हैं, देन नोइंगली ओनली लिखा जाता है या वेरी वेग स्टेटमेंट दिया जाता है। फिर कुछ ट्रिक्स होती है जैसे कि मिनिस्ट्री और डिपार्टमेंट होता है, तो वो काफी कभार मिसमैच किया जाता है। देन इफ बजट की बात होती है, तो बजट, इफ दे आर सेइंग कि इतना बजट एलोकेट किया है, तो वो ज्यादातर रॉन्ग होते हैं। मैं देख पा रहा हूँ काफी सारे कमेंट्स भी आ रहे हैं, तो मैं साथ साथ एक लेना चाहूंगा। आपकी ऐसे जीएस और एथिक्स की स्ट्रेटेजी बताइए। जी, मैं बताता हूँ थोड़ी देर में। टेस्ट सीरीज या पीवाईक्यू में से एक देना हो तो ज्यादा बेस्ट क्या है? सो आई वुड से पीवाईक्यूज देना ज्यादा बेटर रहेगा, क्योंकि देर आर मेनी टॉपिक्स साइंस एंड टेक एनवायरनमेंट में जो आपको पता चलेगा कि बार बार रिपीट हो रहे हैं। ग्राउंड वाटर हो गया, साइंस एंड टेक में हाइड्रोजन हो गया, सोलर हो गया, ऐसी सब चीजें हैं जो बार बार रिपीट होती है। तो आई वुड से पीवाईक्यूज। देन हिस्ट्री के लिए, आर्ट एंड कल्चर के लिए, ज्योग्राफी के लिए सबसे ज्यादा इंपॉर्टेंट होगा पीवाईक्यूज, बिकॉज दैट वुड हेल्प यू कि क्या ऐसे टॉपिक्स हैं जो बार बार पूछे जा रहे हैं। बीटेक के साथ फर्स्ट ईयर में हैं आप? नहीं नहीं, बीटेक छोड़ दे और सिर्फ यूपीएससी के लिए, तो आई वुड से नो, बीटेक इज ऑल्सो वेरी गुड अपॉर्चुनिटी। आप जरूर बीटेक भी करिए साथ में, बिकॉज इट विल ऑल्सो हेल्प यू इन सी सेट, आई वुड से। या मैं आपकी सी सेट की स्ट्रेटेजी बताता हूँ, जस्ट अ मिनट। या सो रौनक जी, यू आर इन 11th एंड यू आर ट्राइंग फॉर यूपीएससी। डेफिनेटली फर्स्ट आप ग्रेजुएशन करिए अच्छे से। इफ यू हैव इंटरेस्ट इन साइंस तो जरूर कीजिएगा इंजीनियरिंग, और कोई भी बीएससी भी कर सकते हैं, और एल्स यू कैन ऑल्सो गो फॉर good BA course from a good university, I would say. सो चलिए मैं वापस अपना बताता हूँ। प्रीलिम्स आई वुड से इज अ वेरी बिग गैम्बल। आप बहुत मेहनत करेंगे, बार बार आपकी स्ट्रेटेजीज सक्सेस होंगी, फेल होंगी, आपको बार बार समझ में आएगा कि व्हाट वेंट रॉन्ग। सो आई वुड से मोर नंबर ऑफ अटेम्प्ट्स आप कीजिएगा, अराउंड 80 to 90 क्वेश्चंस इन एवरी प्रीलिम्स। आप ये चीजें प्रैक्टिस ऑलरेडी डाल दीजिए मॉक्स में। तो आई वुड रियली रिकमेंड ऐसे जो ऑल इंडिया ओपन मॉक्स होते हैं, जहाँ पे आप कोई स्कूल में और कॉलेज में जाके देते हैं, वो काफी हेल्पफुल होते हैं। सो दैट गिव्स यू एन आइडिया कि 2 घंटे कोई कॉलेज में गर्मी में कैसे बैठना है, और वहां पर फिर आपका स्ट्रेसफुल एनवायरनमेंट होता है। आप देख रहे हैं आज पास पास सब बच्चे काफी तेज फास्ट कर रहे हैं, तो आपको भी वो होगा। सो prelims is the toughest thing I would say, because आउट ऑफ माय 5 प्रीलिम्स जब मेरी 4 नहीं हो पा रही थी, तो डेफिनेटली वी कम टू थिंक लाइक व्हाट इज गोइंग रॉन्ग एंड लाइक नथिंग इज हेल्पिंग आउट। सो आई वुड से गुड नंबर ऑफ रिविजंस वुड हेल्प, एंड अल्टीमेटली वहां पर आपको एग्जाम के अंदर काफी स्ट्रेसफुल माहौल होता है, सो यू हैव टू कीप काम। But there are three subjects which are very static, like polity, economy, geography. So, like these will always help you. First is polity, and second is economy, and third is geography. इनमें से I would say 50 to 60% of the paper आता है, and you can very well cover them, and it would definitely fetch you good marks. And CSAT, please, guys. CSAT is very important nowadays. Like you should not take it lightly. Whoever is doing engineering or मैथ्स बैकग्राउंड है, यू शुड ऑल्सो नॉट टेक इट लाइटली, बिकॉज मेरा खुद का एक बार सी सेट रुका था और जीएस हो गया था, तो दैट फील्स इवन मोर सैडनिंग पार्ट। सो आपका सी सेट से तो नहीं रुकना चाहिए, बिकॉज अल्टीमेटली आउट ऑफ 80, इवन इफ आपके 30 क्वेश्चंस राइट हो जाते हैं, यू आर एंड गुड स्कोर, आपकी एक्यूरेसी ज्यादा मैटर करेगी। ऑल्सो आई वुड से 40 to 45 नंबर ऑफ क्वेश्चंस इज अ गुड डिसेंट अटेम्प्ट। ज्यादा लालच नहीं रखनी है, हमें एक्यूरेसी भी ज्यादा फोकस करना है। एंड आपको आई वुड से मैथ्स पे ज्यादा फोकस करना है, एंड रीजनिंग इज ऑल्सो वेरी स्कोरिंग। मैं आपकी सी सेट की स्ट्रेटेजी बताऊं, तो ये रहता है कि द मोमेंट यू गेट द पेपर, यू शुड जस्ट गो थ्रू इट। आपको देख लेना चाहिए कि इस बार के पैसेजेस छोटे आए हैं या लंबे आए हैं, एंड सो यू विल गेट एन आइडिया कि वेदर आई शुड डिवोट मोर टाइम टू पैसेजेस और मैथ्स। सो डू अकॉर्डिंगली। काफी पेजेस टू एंड नहीं जाना चाहिए कि 1 to 80 में सीक्वेंस वाइज जाऊंगा। आई हैव मेड दिस मिस्टेक, एंड देन जरूर ये होता है कि फाइनल 10 क्वेश्चन बहुत इजी होते हैं, एंड ड्यू टू दी क्रंच ऑफ टाइम हम कभी वो अटेम्प्ट ही नहीं कर पाते हैं। सो आई वुड से ऐसा भी कर सकते हैं आप कि आप पीछे से अटेम्प्ट करना शुरू करें, एंड द मोमेंट यू सी प्रोबेबिलिटी या फिर परमुटेशन कॉम्बिनेशन, ऐसे कोई क्वेश्चन है जो इजी है, परसेंटेज, एवरेज, नंबर सीरीज, दोज आर वेरी लो हैंगिंग फ्रूट्स, तो आपको उन पे जल्दी से टारगेट करना चाहिए। देन आपको पूरा पेपर एक बार देख लेना है, एंड देर आर टाइम्स जब 4 और 5 लाइन्स के ही पैराग्राफ्स होते हैं आरसी में, तो यू शुड गो फॉर इट। देन मैथ्स आपको अगर थोड़ा हाथ तंग है उसमें, तो डेफिनेटली प्लीज फोकस ऑन इट। एंड नाउ आई बी टेकिंग वन कमेंट, लाइक आई एम कंसर्न, ओपन यूनिवर्सिटी से ग्रेजुएशन नहीं करके आपको एक अच्छी यूनिवर्सिटी से ग्रेजुएशन करना चाहिए। यू शुड ऑल्सो टेक दी you should also experience the college life, because you are going to be this young only once. So आपको अच्छी कॉलेज लीजिए, वहां पे आपको काफी अच्छा एक्सपोजर मिलेगा, एंड जो एक्सपोजर आप कॉलेज में गेन करेंगे वो आपको पर्सनालिटी डेवलपमेंट में हेल्प करेगा, एंड दैट ऑल्सो विल रिफ्लेक्ट इन योर इंटरव्यूज। You will make good friends. Yes. Then there are some other questions. क्या ऑप्शनल कैसे सिलेक्ट करे और आपका सिलेक्ट करने का रीजन क्या था? सो गाइज, मेरा ऑप्शनल सोशियोलॉजी था, एंड फॉर देर आर 2 reasons ऑफ सिलेक्टिंग दिस ऑप्शनल। वन इज स्ट्रेटेजिक, डेफिनेटली, which is sociology optional has always created good results. सोशियोलॉजी ऑप्शनल से हमेशा टॉपर्स आते हैं, एंड सोशियोलॉजी ऑप्शनल काफी छोटा है, इट हैज गुड ओवरलैप with other GS subjects, and the topics that we read, such as caste, kinship, religion, then farmers, cooperatives, ये सब ऐसे टॉपिक्स हैं we which we read, which we see around us in everyday life. So ये काफी अच्छा ऑप्शनल है, डेफिनेटली टू चूज। एंड सोशियोलॉजी एक छोटा ऑप्शनल रहता है, जिस वजह से हम मोर नंबर ऑफ रिविजन कर सकते हैं। देन ऑप्शनल में हमेशा रहता है कि 80 to 90% ऑफ द क्वेश्चन आर रिपीटेड, देयर आर पीवाईक्यूज एंड पीवाईक्यूज ओनली. सो सोशियोलॉजी के रिसोर्सेज अच्छे अवेलेबल है मार्केट्स में, अच्छी कोचिंग्स अवेलेबल है. सो डेफिनेटली दिस वाज माय रीजन टू चूज इट. एंड ओवरलैपिंग है. एंड आई रियली वांटेड कि मैं छोटा ऑप्शनल और सिलेक्ट करूं. सो आई विल शेयर कि इट वाज नॉट जस्ट अ वन वे प्रोसेस कि मैंने तुरंत ही सिलेक्ट कर लिया था. इनिशियली आई वाज सो मच इंटरेस्टेड इन हिस्ट्री बिकॉज हमें स्टोरीज और ये सब पसंद आता है. तो हम स्टोरीज हिस्ट्री मुझे पसंद आया था. देन ऑल्सो ज्योग्राफी काफी इजी लगता है, तो मैंने ज्योग्राफी का सोचा था. देन देयर वाज अ टाइम जब मुझे फिलोसफी अच्छा लग रहा था, तो मैं फिलोसफी के तरफ भी झुकाव मुड़ा था मेरा. बट आई वुड से सोशियोलॉजी वाज ऑलवेज कांस्टेंट बिकॉज रियली आप एक बार उसका सिलेबस देखिएगा, काफी छोटा है. 6 थिंकर्स है और इंडियन सोशियोलॉजी तो इंडियन सोसाइटी ही हो जाता है. तो जीएस में आपको काफी हेल्प करता है. 55 डेज स्ट्रेटेजी ओनली. सो ऐसा तो 55 डेज कुछ मैं वो नहीं बोलूंगा कि इतने डेज में. बट यस, दिस इज ऑल्सो गुड इनफ टाइम. जब आप अगर पीवाईक्यूज कर रहे हैं, सो गो फॉर इट. पीवाईक्यूज आप करते जाइए एंड यू विल सी दैट देर आर मल्टीपल थीम्स जो बार बार रिपीट हो रही है. सो गो फॉर इट. और मतलब अब पूरा कोर्स आप कंप्लीट करने मत जाइए. बुक्स को एंड टू एंड मत पढ़िए. वो लाइक यू आर रीडिंग, यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग योर मॉक्स, यू आर अटेम्प्टिंग पीवाईक्यूज. एंड जो थीम्स आपको नहीं समझ में आ रही है वो आप करिए. सो देन आंसर राइटिंग कब करनी है. सो आई वुड से दैट definitely because मैं prelims clear नहीं कर पाता था, so the next moment I what I used to do was answer writing. Also, there's a saying that you have to be on mains ready before prelims. So yes, आपके पास prelims अटेम्प्ट करने से पहले मेंस के अगर नोट्स रेडी हैं तो इट इज वेल एंड गुड. आपने अगर थोड़ी बहुत आंसर राइटिंग प्रैक्टिस करी है तो इट्स गुड. आई वोंट से फ्रॉम द फर्स्ट डे जीरो से आप शुरू करिए आंसर राइटिंग. एक बार आपका सिलेबस कंप्लीट हो जाए उसके बाद आप आंसर राइटिंग कर सकते हैं. फॉर द स्टूडेंट्स हु आर आस्किंग स्पीपा में कैसा तैयारी होता है या फिर स्पीपा में कैसे. स्पीपा इज अ इंस्टीट्यूट जो गुजरात गवर्नमेंट रन है. और वहाँ पे एक एंट्रेंस है, टेस्ट होता है. आई वुड रिकमेंड, इट इज अ रियली हेल्पफुल. इस प्रिपरेशन में माय फाइनल अटेम्प्ट में मैंने उससे काफी हेल्प करी. या सो अगर प्रीलिम्स के मुझे लग रहा है मैंने प्रीलिम्स का बारे में सारा अभी तक बता दिया है. वंस अगेन आई वुड जस्ट क्विकली समराइज इट. सो यू शुड गो फॉर पीवाईक्यूज. पीवाईक्यूज के लिए आप प्रिंट आउट करवाइए एंड देन गो फॉर इट. और पीवाईक्यूज की एक बुक है प्रीलिम सिंप्लीफाइड, आप वो भी कर सकते हैं. देन आई वुड से विजन अभ्यास आप जरूर अटेम्प्ट करिएगा. फॉरम एसएफजी आप जरूर करिएगा. नेक्स्ट आईएएस अनुभव ये करिए. जो भी ओपन मॉक्स है, वाजीराम की टेस्ट सीरीज जो भी आप लगा सकते हैं मार्केट में, कोई भी एक अच्छी से आप ले लीजिए और उसे रिलीजियसली अटेम्प्ट करिए. और अभी पढ़ने से ज्यादा रहेगा आप अपना माइंड एप्लीकेशन करिए. क्या करना है, लाइक द ट्रिक्स दैट यू विल डेवलप, वो आपको रियली हेल्प करेगी. और आई वुड से मेक अ डायरी, आई वुड से जिसमें आप ये टिप्स एंड ट्रिक्स भी लिखना चाहिए आपको. कि मिनिस्ट्री रॉन्ग रहती है, बजट अगर है दिया है वो रॉन्ग रहेगा. ओनली ओनली इफ ऑल ऑफ दी अबव, ये सब आप एक ट्रेंड एनालाइज करिए और फिर देखिए व्हाट हेल्प्स. एंड ऑल्सो डू अप्लाई these kind of tips and tricks in your mocks as well, because even if that trick goes wrong, don't worry. Just keep doing it, just keep practicing it again and again. And definitely that tips will help you in your mind prelims. Okay. So sir, I'm confused, job or preparation. Actually this attempt I was preparing it with my job. So I would be very honest that फुल डे जॉब कर के आने के बाद टाइम नहीं रहता था. 1-2 आवर्स ही हम पढ़ पाते हैं. बट यस, अब मॉर्निंग अर्ली मॉर्निंग अगर आप 1-2 घंटे पढ़ पाते हैं, जैसे कि मैं उसमें टेस्ट सीरीज देता था, तो दैट हैज हेल्प. एंड सैटरडे संडे मोस्ट यूज आप कर सकते हैं. एंड जॉब का ये रहता है कि यू हैव फाइनेंशियल सिक्योरिटी, यू हैव अ सेफ्टी नेट. देन जो एक्सपेंसेस लगते हैं टेस्ट सीरीज और ये सब लेने में, सो यू कैन सपोर्ट योर. बट डेफिनेटली व्हेन देयर इज अ हाई टाइम, तो एग्जाम के 2 वीक पहले, 1 मंथ पहले, definitely you should go for leaves. You should apply for leave because I applied my leave for prelims. In 40 days, I had leaves during my mains preparation, and also 1 month I took leave during my interview preparation. यस, जॉब के साथ प्रिपरेशन कर सकते हैं. इट इज डिफिकल्ट, नो डाउट इट इज डिफिकल्ट, बट यस कर सकते हैं. आई पर्सनली वुड से दैट आई हैव डन, एंड आई वुड रियली एनकरेज यू कि गो फॉर इट. हैव कॉन्फिडेंस इन योरसेल्फ. जस्ट इट वुड बी, यू माइट लूज कॉन्फिडेंस कि नहीं हो रहा है, बट जस्ट कीप गोइंग इट, एंड गॉड विल डू वंडर्स इन प्रीलिम्स. जस्ट आप अच्छे से तैयारी करिएगा, एंड हैव फेथ इन योरसेल्फ. लॉन्ग ब्रेक के बाद पढ़ाई कैसे कर स्टार्ट करते हैं? Okay, I'll take this question afterwards. Uh, so now talking about mains. Mains is the main game, I would say. That is why it is called mains. So mains would decide everything. Your cadre, your service, your jobs, everything, your rank, mains will decide it. And उसमें भी uh, mains में there is a trinity called as ethics, golden triangle, I would say. Ethics, essay, and optional. And you have to score very well in all these subjects. So once I would say decide optional very carefully, because you have to decide it strategically. The optionals which always produces good results. So there are such optionals such as PSIR, sociology, anthropology, and then maths is also good optional, but I would say it is very risky as well. So please decide, take your time while deciding optional. So I have decided, I when I decided sociology, so and I have scored this year. I have scored 261 marks, which is very good marks, I would say. And so you have to have the very crisp notes ready with you. Then decide your optional very carefully. Literature is also a good source. Literature is also a good option. So decide carefully. Then I would say essay. So let's begin how to go for meals. So you have to have your mains notes also ready. Like prelims and mains are different. So you have to make separate notes for mains. There are some subjects, some topics which are not present in the prelims. So you have to get the notes ready. And at least even if they are not your handwritten notes or you have made it personally, no worries. There are ample of notes present in the market. You can buy them and just have confidence. Just stick to one. Just buy one and then go for it. And because ultimately what it's not important whether you have the notes or not, or whether you have the best notes. Ultimately what matters is that whether you are able to whether you are able to produce those notes in your answers or not. So at that time what main comes is your answer writing. So in mains you have only 7.5 minutes or 10.5 minutes to attempt the answers. So I would say just do more and more number of practices of main answer writing. So I would also like to give you the sources that I prefer. So I have gone for mains answer writing by Drishti. So like that's a very free initiative which is present on their website. So I used to go there and just go for the previous year questions, or they have very good model answers also prepared. The same is for PW only, I guess. They have also a good dedicated section of PYQs. So I did from them. Then there was one channel in before 2 years I used to do it. That was Prep IES. So they also had daily answer writing in YouTube. Then there are like I would really this is a good thing that on YouTube you just write daily answer writing UPSC, and there are ample of playlists. I would say just see, go through them, whichever you find suitable, select one and just keep practicing them. While I would say 4 years ago when I started my preparation. It was my like first or second attempt. So at that time, I had gone for Mrinal Patel sir's YouTube playlists. Like that was very helpful because they covered a good number of questions. I would say around 40 to 50 questions. So that helped me because the structure, basic structure, intro, body, conclusion, they have done it. Initially, we should start our preparation from mains. Yeah, yeah, like definitely you should have your mains notes and preparation ready. But anyways, if you are doing going for this year, no problem. Go for your prelims, and then at times uh, when there's a time like of your mains, you will be able to manage it. So there's a one question like beyond standard books in current affairs. Okay. Yeah. So I would say don't go for depth in the current affairs. Uh, Current affairs are very dicey subject because the whatever you are studying, whether it will come or not, you don't know. So I would say you should not devote more time to current affairs. Just go for compilations that are already present in the market. Go for the test series that are in the market. Look, there, there's a like for example, Chandrayaan. So during my attempt, Chandrayaan question was prevalent. So that would be present in Vision as well. That would be present in Vajiram as well. That would be present in Forum SHG as well. So you should decide the priority that this kind of questions are asked in all the exams. So this is a hot topic. So you should study that topic in depth. Then see every day some new species will be discovered, some new waterfall, some new lake is drying up or is being polluted, some new algae is being uh, discovered. So it's really inhumanly impossible like to go for everything. So just have faith in your test series, I would say. Just trust on the institute, and then whatever you can cover, just cover that much from the test series because no, and not everybody would know everything. So have faith in yourself. I would also say that I had purchased one Arihant book of PYQs for the last 20 years. I'll be very raw and honest, whatever the sources I have done. So for the Arihant book, I have done, and then there are many multiple PDFs floating in the Telegram groups. Like just go through it if you find that. For example, if question about Indus Valley civilization. So firstly, I would see that in Arihant book. Then I would also see that in that PDFs. So what I would just add do value addition from them, and there are multiple books, lexicon I would say, then Kumar. So go purchase one and then stick to them. I would say you should at least buy one book because that's the like I would say whenever if you are not having any model answers, you can go back to it. Like that is the safest option. That if you are not finding any book, you have one book and then just go for it. And there are today I would say there's a chat GPT, so that would also help you. And then so sources one is mains, one is Drishti, one is PW, then any printed book of mains answer writing. And for my mains, what I did was I had faith in Vision actually, Vision IAS. So I had purchased their courses in my prelims, mains, and interview as well. So like during mains, there is Vision Abhyas mains as well. So I have bought that course as well. And I had one mentorship program from Symbiosis IAS. So that has helped me. So you can buy any programs, NGP program or anything that is prevalent present in the market. So yes, this is it. And talking about essay, my strategy was like you should have good command over language. Your essay should be very smooth. It should be flowing. You should give good number of examples over there. And there was a decent, there's a discipline like every page I had two paragraphs in essay. It looked very disciplined, very symmetrical. So like every page there will be two paragraphs. In every paragraph there will be a example. I'm not asking for a very complex or very new example. I have myself put very genuine and very easy examples. Like for example, Mahatma Gandhi ji, then Thomas Alva Edison, then Hitler or Lal Bahadur Shastri, Napoleon, then Tipu Sultan, then Wright brothers, Ratan Tata ji, then Azim Premchand, Malala. then Kiran Bedi ma'am. So these are the examples that I have followed. So you should also do them. Like they are very basic examples, right? Everybody knows it. So you should not have a FOMO that I'm writing very basic examples, but basic examples will fetch you marks. I scored 108 marks in essay. So this was the tricks that I applied. That every page you should write only two paragraphs, and in every paragraph you have to give one example of a personality of an institute which is very famous, which everybody knows. Mr. Barack Obama, you can say, then WHO, UNICEF. These are the institutes that we should always mention. WTO, then World Bank, Asian Development Bank. These are the examples. UN Peacekeeping Force. So these are the examples which are very basics, but also will fetch you marks. And people do this mistake that people intentionally or knowingly make their essays very complex, which is not the need, I would say. Keep your essays very simple. The more simpler the essay, you will have your simple sentences and you will have your good marks, I would say. So, also, people consciously select very tough topics and like they would think there's also this thinking like very less people will choose this topic, so I should also choose this topic. But I would say the topic that you are comfortable in, the topic you have most practiced upon, you should go for that topics. uh, there are many things nowadays. Many philosophical essays are going like ends versus means, or what is happiness, or like journey that is called life. So there are many such kind of philosophical themes which are asked every year. So you should go for them. Then talking about essay preparation, you should write more and more number of essays and get them evaluated. Guys, I would say mentorship and evaluation is very important. You should write, but also you should get those writings checked. You should get that checked from a very credible source. So I had one mentor, sir, Vivek sir. So he had appeared for 5 mains and he had appeared 3 interviews. So I really had trust in him. So I wrote my essays and I showed those essays to him. So you should also show these essays to a credible person. That's it for essay. Then we will move for GS subjects. So see, guys, like I might say different institutes name and do say this resource. I really believe, guys, that this is the process in which you will need more number of resources, more number of guidance and support from multiple places. So I'm being honest that there are many courses, many books that I have bought from multiple other sources. You can also do them. So for I would say GS, there is one like the QEP pocket notes, like they are very handy to carry. So they have good things like they explain the whole syllabus through diagrams. So you should do that. They also give good examples and committees and keywords. So that's a good thing that you should go for. Then for GS, what I have done is I have prepared MCQs. MCQs from Drishti, from PW, and from any printed book. Just go for MCQs only. Then talking about ethics paper. So ethics is a game changer. So you have to write good ethics answers in paper section one, and you have to show the application of those theories in section two, that is case studies. So ethics paper is a race against time, I would say. Like you have to write a lot in ethics. So try making a habit of writing of these case studies, like open more number of perspectives. Then I would say, talking about optional, what I have done personally is I had my sleepy classes notes uh, of sociology, and then I had one PDF or of PYQs of sociology. So I did that. So I I would say I devoted actually very less time to sociology because there was a lot of stuff going on. So like I had to cover more number of GS and all. But because I had worked previously, like uh, while in my previous attempt, I did one thing. Like there was one course of there was one course of Insights IS. Yes, Insights IS Analytica. So I did that. Just a minute. Insights IS Analytica. So there were around 40 to 50 questions that they had of sociology PYQs. So that actually helped me because they had already prepared those answers, mains answers in intro, body, conclusion forms, and that too in very crisp notes, in very one or two liner answers. So that was a good thing that I did. Then in sociology, yes, I would like to share my sources for mains. Just give me 2 minutes. So for sociology, I would say I had prepared for. I had my mains notes ready of sleepy classes. Then I had compilation of PYQs, and I just kept writing the PYQs only. In a stipulated time, I sat down and kept writing it. Huh. I would also share my mistakes. So, talking about the main sources, one is Drishti, PW, and any book, any printed book that has a past 20 years mains PYQs. That would really help to clear your doubts that which are the themes that are repeated again and again. And just buy any mentorship program, and I had taken Abhyas Mains program as well as one mentorship program of Vivek sir. So that helped me. Now I would like to say that now I would like to move in the interview part. Like, guys, it is called as personality test, and it is actually the personality test. Your whole personality will be judged over there, and because UPSC is a constitutional body, and the members they are so highly trained that if within just few minutes they will get to know that what kind of personality do you have, how much honest you are, integrity, the characteristics of your personality. They would be very easy. They will be very quick to judge on your personality, and you will really get a good time also. Like even if you do some kind of mistakes in interview, you have 30 to 35 minutes. You can impress them. So yes, I would say mistakes. I would like to share my mistakes. So prelims, I didn't do much UIQs. That was my mistake. And for mains, I would say, yeah, you should be having good crisp notes and of every topic. So it would really reduce your time. Like you will not have to roam here and there, and there will be crisp notes. So just read them and just keep writing your answers. And yes, there's a question deaf about deaf. So DAF filling is a very important part. Before finally submitting your DAF, you must refer it to some senior. You must refer, consult to somebody who has already appeared for interview because every detail in your DAF is being noticed. There should be no spelling mistake in your DAF, and like because that's that's like a biodata. So like you are going to be judged on the basis of your DAF, so please fill that very nicely and you must consult them. So I would like to say, uh, I would also share my like, currently I am on one social media handle that is Instagram. So you can reach out to me on Instagram, Jaineesh Chauhan. So there you can suggest, like you can share your DAF, and then I would really like to suggest if there's any changes. And I personally took help from ChatGPT during filling my DAF session because like I used to do skit in my school. So there was one skit that I did on domestic violence, on women empowerment. So just fill this prompt in ChatGPT. So that provided me very good, like, what I filled in my def was that uh, performed a skit, performed a socially impactful skit on domestic violence and raising awareness about women empowerment. So these kind of prompts, these kind of answers will be given by ChatGPT. So uh, this would really help you. So def filling is very important, and I would say for every slot you should have two answers like hobby, sport, NCC, scholarship. You should be presentable. You should show your leadership skills. For example, if you played any sport, you should mention them. Like, yeah, you should not be worried that what kind of questions will be asked, because that is your hobby. And if you are a genuine person and you have really played that sport, you will be able to manage those questions. And you should also, like, I used to play football, so I was the football under 19 captain of my school. So this already shows leadership qualities, that I had an experience of handling a team. Then also, I was because football is a team game, so team building. Then I'm a. It also shows that I'm a team person, like not an individual personality, but also one who likes to work with others. So these are the qualities that you have to highlight in your def, and you have to purposefully highlight it, because you are going to before you enter the interview room, your def is going to enter there. So at those time, you have to show that you have also given back to the society. For example, I had volunteered in an NGO as an English teacher. So you should also develop this habit also, and you should also highlight this in your DEF sessions. I'll, there are many questions. So I would like to take one of them. I like to share my interview experience. Then mock interviews. Yeah, yeah. I also share that. Main specific notes, sources. Okay, okay. Mukherjee Nagar question. Yes, mistakes. Harvinder Singh. Yes, definitely. It's not late to start. Yes, UPSC preparation, you must start it and go for 2027 attempt and best. So age is just a number, brother. And this experience of this much 29 years will definitely help you in your preparation. There will be a sense of maturity, seriousness in you, because you won't be able to waste a lot of time. You will have the seriousness to study hard, um, study for long hours. Thank you. Congratulations. Thank you, ma'am. Thank you, sir. Then, okay, now I'd like to say about my mock interview and UPSC. There's a lot of difference between them. Like, these nowadays, there are so many reels and YouTube videos over internet. So there are some institutes who go for such kind of views. So there is a huge difference in real interview and mock interviews. Definitely, mock interviews helps us in a way that for your speaking ability, your stress management, how you are able to convey your message properly or not. So in that way, mock interviews help for interview, like for introduction part, for conclusion parts. Then for some case studies, such as I was asked one case study about communal violence. So these kind of stressful questions are being asked, and like you would get to know that what kind of questions how will be asked and how would you handle them. For like I belong to Ahmedabad, Gujarat. So what kind of questions would be appearing from Gujarat state? So that would help definitely from mock interview sessions. So, but it is a lot different from the real UPSC interview, because there's a lot of seriousness in the UPSC interview. They would ask you very good questions. They would ask very high thinking, logical reasoning questions, whatever is happening in national and international perspective. So those are being asked. For example, when I was going for the interview, the Venezuela situation was getting worse. So they asked me about the Venezuela situation. So then, because I belong from Gujarat, so they asked me about the Gujarat development model. Then there was Air India crash in Ahmedabad, so they asked me about that. Why Gujarat is so much ahead in industries. So these are the kind of questions that was actually being asked me in mock as well, and that actually helped me in the real interview. Then I would really say that your personality test preparation starts from day zero or from the first day that you start for UPSC. So it won't be the time that, okay, now I have cleared prelims. So now I will appear for mains, and okay, now I have cleared mains. So now let's develop a good personality. So it's a long process. It's a evergreen process. I would say it's a process that is ongoing daily. Your personality is being shaped daily. Discussion, but they also help in a good, healthy environment. Then I would say that the habit of a newspaper really helps during interview preparation. And like I would say, this is a very practical advice that I would like to give. That gain more and more experiences, gain more exposure, like meet new people, watch different content. So like definitely everything will impact you. Definitely everything will have an impact on your personality. So just keep trying what works for you, what works the best. So like the more number of people you meet, the more number of conversations that you will have. So that will help you. Like more number of people you meet from out of your state, you will get to know about them, about their culture. This ultimately helps you in the whole preparation. Okay, so how to make main specific notes as I should. Yes, main specific notes is like you can go like there's a, for example, I would take a Panchayati Raj institution. So make notes in a way it should be very crisp notes, or there should be only 1 page or 2 page notes maximum, because that would help you during quick revision. So how to develop it? So for example, there's the Panchayati Raj institution. So you should have a good introduction for Panchayati Raj. Oh, I would like to say one thing. Like we know Mark Zuckerberg, CEO of Facebook. So like what he does is he only has gray colored t-shirts. So he he just cut down the confusion in his mind. What he will do, he'll daily wear the same type of clothes. So we also have to do the same thing. For example, when it comes about definition. For when it comes about mains notes, you should always begin with the definition. For example, Panchayati Raj institution. So the first thing that you should write is definition, the articles involved, how it helps in making the democracy vibrant, how it is a three-tier structure. So this kind of notes should be there. Then and see, this is the what notes that I have made. There would be a topic theme. So then there would be first is definition. Second is the challenges that we have. And third would be solutions. And fourth would be way forward and conclusion. So this way, first is introduction, definition based introduction should be there. Second would be challenges. Third should be solutions. And fourth would be way ahead, way forward, and conclusion. So this way you should prepare your notes. Sources of science and tech, I would say any notes or any source would work. People say that Sathi IAS Science and Tech is good, so go follow for that. I used to do it from the I used to do it from the magazines, from the current affairs only. Why so many serious candidates fail in Mukherjee Nagar even after years of hard work? What holds them? Definitely, I agree with you. Like 3,000 people gave a UPSC interview. So 3,000, all the candidates were worthy of selection. Every candidate should have got selected. Every person has done a lot of hard work. But this is the format of the exam that only few people, number of seats would be get selected. So definitely there are many serious candidates who work a lot, who work very hard, but years of hard work. But I would say what holds them back maybe that I won't say it would be their mistake, but it's just that there are so many papers. Even if one paper you perform poor, then it impacts the whole overall marking. So I would say you have to score decent and average in every paper. You should score average marks. If you score in every paper, then you are good to go. And then also one more, now we can see that personality test is also playing a huge role in a way that it is deciding whether a person is getting selected or not. So in that way, I would say personality test also matters a lot. Sometimes a person has a very strong opinion. A person has a very different way of talking. So a person should really work on that. That you should look very humble. You should look very down to earth person, and you should be very soft spoken. Your voice should be very clear. You should look very confident because I have few friends who have scored even higher than me in mains score, but because of their personality test preparation, they were unable to make it to the list, guys. I just think that uh, out of all the papers, you have to handle your optional very well. You have to score decent marks in essay, and you have to score good marks in ethics to get your final name in the list. Yes, please let us know any mistakes you have seen from your perspective that you would like us to avoid repeating. Yeah, that's really good question. Uh, I would say that you should be very true to yourself. Like, if you are going to the library, you should study in the library instead of watching reels. I'm not saying that I have not done that. I have also done that. You should not. But now when I'm looking backwards, so I see that these are the mistakes that if I would not have done those mistakes, this would have really, I would not have gone this far, like fifth attempt. I might would have cleared it before. So for that, like you should be true to yourself. You should really see people who are clearing this exam, who are really have given mains, have given an interview, be in their circle, be in their company, and then you will see that this kind of hard work is needed. I really would say what I used to do before was I didn't put a lot of hard work in this. I really did not put all my efforts in this exam. So that's why that was my mistake that I made, and you should avoid doing that. Okay. Uh, which stream? I have taken science stream after my 10. I am an engineer, BTech in electronics and communication. Okay. How to remember? याद कैसे करते हैं for a long time? So I personally did this was I used to bug up things. For example, the Chatur silencer of Three Idiots. So he used to do rectification, and you guys also have to do rectification because, and it's a very practical advice that I would like to give. And some if somebody is saying that they are not doing rectification, then they might be lying because how do you imagine like these number of questions, these number of topics, and you are able to remember everything and write good number of good answers, quality answers. So definitely it requires rectification. For example, I would take example of international relation, take example of internal security. Yes, let's take internal security. So there are topics, themes such as Naxalism, terrorism, cybersecurity. So these are the topics which are repeated every year. So you have to rectify the definitions of this. For example, whenever there will be a question and there will be the word terrorism, specifically terrorism. So I would always start my answers by the definition that I have learned it, I have rectified it. So the definition goes like this: terrorism is an act of violence done on innocent people to gain political, social, and economical motives. See, this is what comes directly to the mind. Then, if there's a question of Naxalism, then so I have ratified the conclusion. So the Ministry of Home Affairs and the internal security agencies are working a lot to neutralize the Naxalism. And as our Home Minister, Honorable Home Minister, has said that it would be completely wiped out by the end of 2026. So this was the kind of thing that I used to do. You have to do rectification definitely, because see, you won't get a lot of time to write answers. You have a lot of things to do. You have a lot of things to study, different topics. So just reduce the burden by rectifying things. How? That I would also like to tell. So, for example, you take a sheet of paper and just do one line, like definition of terrorism. I had one notebook of this. So on the first line, I would like the definition of, say, for example, terrorism. Next page on the first line, I would like to write the definition of cyber terrorism. Third, I would like to say the definition of Panchayati Raj. Fourth, then I would like to say the definition of zero budget natural farming. So these kind of, there was a whole book. So just I would write one sentence on the top of the page. Then after there was this thing that after dinner, I didn't like to read just right after the dinner. So what I used to do, I took my headphones on and I would just keep repeating those sentences again and again. I would play songs in my phones, and then I would just keep repeating the definition of terrorism again and again, 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 around 20 to 30 times in the same page. Next page, cyber terrorism definition 20 to 30 times. Next page, agriculture definition 20 to 30 times. Next page, panchayati definition 20 to 30 times. Guys, this might look very childish, very kiddish, but this is the strategy that I have applied. Okay. So then there's next question that FOMO se kaise bache? Multiple resources. Yes. Mm, definitely, guys. It would be very wrong on my side if I would say that I didn't feel FOMO. I too felt FOMO, and it is very natural. So, yes, this is the thing that if people are reading some sources, you would think that I should also read it. See, किसी की किसी का महल देख के हम हमारी झोपड़ी नहीं जला सकते हैं. तो हमें यही करना है कि वी हैव टू हैव ट्रस्ट, हैव फेथ in our own sources as well. Because, anyways, see, I'll take example of Panchayati Raj. So, if somebody is reading Panchayati Raj from some other source, and you are reading from some other source, but the content would be same only, na? The same articles, the same challenges. So, in that way, for static subjects, I would say any good book would be doing justice to your preparation. You should not run after it. Definitely, but I would also say that you should not be blind to what people are doing. Like if there will be people who are going for a vision abhyas, so you should not be like, no, I won't go. So you should at least do those kind of common things which everybody is doing. If everybody is going for some science and tech sources, some environment sources, if you have time, you should go for it definitely, because we have to be neck to neck. This is a neck to neck competition. If somebody is reading something, so you should also be knowing it. But humanly, it is not possible to read all the sources. But uh, I would say just rely on your basic sources, and for the static economy, polity, and geography, your basic sources are more than enough. Just have faith in them. And for these current affairs and science and tech environment, just go for any compilation, and that's enough. Because anyways, you might be feeling FOMO, but what happens is like everybody is having the same content. Everybody will have the same current affairs. Just the language would be different. So definitely, it is very obvious that you will have FOMO. I too had it, but ultimately, everybody is reading the same. So don't worry. Okay. Your prelims is strong, but your mains answer writing. Okay. I'll tell that. Uh, so then I write, sir, I write in English properly, but not. Okay, okay, no problem. That would be covered when you will face your interview. definitely you can give your interview in your local language as well, you in Hindi as well. But I really tell you that you just should be able to convey your message. The like medium of communication just matters in that way, that your communication should be decent enough, clear enough that they should get the message what you want to say. So while you will be in your interview phase, don't worry, many people will come and guide uh, how to speak properly, how to go, how to convey your messages nicely. Okay. Then study schedule, I would say, mm, I used to study 8 hours daily. Yes, it is honest opinion that I didn't go for very inhuman, like very impractical hours, 14, 15 hours. But yes, 8 hours is decent. That's only, I would say, capacity of our brain. And I would manage it daily. 6 to 8 hours was good. But yes, during my mains prep, uh, there was a time when I had increased this hours to 10 and 11, 12 hours. I have read it, but ultimately the brain gets exhausted. But 6 to 8 hours, 8, 9 hours is very good number of hours. So, and the more number of hours that you stretch in the early sessions after your breakfast or early morning before lunch, like before 1 o'clock, if you are covering 4 5 hours, that is really good to go. And then there's a portion during the afternoon, and then at night also there's a good time when there's a 2 3 hours long stretch where you can study nicely. That was my study routine. It kept changing. I would be very honest, it was very flexible in nature. Like some days I used to study at night, some days I was an early bird, but you had to just maintain like minimum number of 8 hours daily. When your prelims is strong and you need means answer writing, as I suggested, you should go for answer writing program and just have trust in them, just believe in them, like follow what they are saying, have blind trust in them. Why I say blind? Because you yourself are saying that you face many difficulties in answer writing. So at least they are guiding you something, and that would definitely be beneficial for you. And after a time, you will also gain experience that now, okay, I'm good to go. Now I know what is best for you, what is best for myself, like what is how much good things, like whether this suggestion is good or not, whether I should inculcate this practice or not, whether I should write this example or not. Okay, so join one test series, and there are many also good sources on YouTube free, such as uh, I have mentioned it. Mrunal Patel sir's playlist is there. Then just write this like daily answer writing practice UPSC, and there will be many playlists. Just go through them, whichever you like, you should go for it. Yes, I did Drishti, PW, and I do did a Arihant book, a printed book for my main answer writing. How can I start after 12th? You should go for a good college and good graduation. Just I would say enjoy your graduation, guys. Like, college is a thing that you should definitely enjoy once in your life, and yeah, you'll remember those days forever. So keep doing it. Like for from your first year, just inculcate habit of reading newspaper, watching news, and after in your final year, go for the NCRTs and then go for a formal coaching to complete your course in a good dedicated time, and that would help you. Okay, next question. Uh, so see, now like my portion is done for what I wanted to say on my behalf strategy. Finally, I would like to just tell about interview strategy. So, for my interview strategy, I followed Indian Express newspaper. I used to watch Palki Sharma's first post, Vantage News, study IQ, IAS, conclude daily analysis, and Sumit Reddy sir's news editorials. And I would see like I have given good amount of mock interviews, around 20 mock interviews. I have given mock interviews in good reputed institutes such as Next IS, PW, then then yes, then this because I was the student of SPIPA, so I have given around 10 mock interviews in SPIPA. Then Sriram IS, yes, of Delhi coaching, I gave one interview over there as well. So these kind of interviews has helped me. So and a good friend circle. I then also ChatGPT's help. You should also take help of ChatGPT, like audio version. Like they will, the ChatGPT will ask you a question and you will answer it back, and they will also analyze your answers over there. That has helped me. So this was my interview preparation, and I would say I have scored 193 in my interview, and what helped me is was like I was being very honest and very straightforward, but also keeping in mind that I am going for a UPSC interview. So good answers I used to give, very mature answers I used to give. And whether whatever answer I used to give, I used to have my good backing justification for that and logical reasoning, such as like if I'm giving such option that what is good for India's economy, how can we improve health sector, how we can improve literacy. So I would give very practical based approaches. I would give very real approaches and not very bookish knowledge. And I never said any lie. Like there were times when a question was being asked to me, and if I was unable to answer that properly, if I didn't know anything about it, I would just straight away say no. Sorry, sir. Um, I don't have much idea on this topic. I would gain more knowledge. Then, sorry, sir, I would read more about it. So you have to be humble and you have to show that no, sir, I don't know, because not everybody is going to know everything. So you are being honest here and you're not bluffing. Okay, so uh, and just have faith in yourself. Just dress good, look good, and have a smile on your face and answer everything very confidently, and record yourself and look how you perform in the mock interviews. Okay, so this is all from my side. Now I'll be taking your comments. I'll be taking your questions from the live chats. So if you have any questions, please write. I'll be reading them. Okay. So you are saying that you will be able to do your mains answer writing after prelims. That is right. That is good. Now you should be focusing more on prelims. Definitely. Offline coaching or online coaching, which one is better? See, if you don't have any financial constraint, then I would say offline coaching is a good option because that will develop a good habit of you reaching to an institute, sitting there for long hours, and that would really help because in there's less accountability in online coaching, but if there's a financial constraint and if you are a working professional, then online is also helpful. But once if you are going for coaching, you should go for offline coaching, please. Yeah, you are starting very early. You are going for 2027, so definitely you'll be able to clear it. Please, yes, no worries. 27, there's a long time right now. You'll be able to manage it. Just complete your syllabus in time, follow good sources, and you are good to go. You'll be able to clear it. Don't worry. And just like be very true in this preparation, be very serious, reduce your like wasteful time, and be very serious in this and avoid making mistakes that I made. And you should also watch other toppers videos and follow their strategy and just keep going for it. You are working, Saket Sinha, and minimum time. I would say for beginning it would take a good amount of time. Like it would take good number of hours because you will have to study more, you will have to gain more knowledge, and then more number of subjects you have to study. So yes, uh, on weekends you will have to devote more time because, as you have said, you are working for professional. Thank you so much. It was really nice talking to you. Uh, and I'm sorry if I have made any mistakes, uh, intentionally or unintentionally. I'm sorry for that. And I'm really happy to help you. You can reach out to me on my Instagram, Jaineesh Chauhan. So we'll meet there. If you have any personalized question, you can ask me over there. And I would also like to meet you, or like handle your questions very personally. I'll be able to reach out over there, and then we can also arrange this kind of sessions, phone call or video call. So definitely, you have any questions, you could reach out to me. You can also reach out to UPSC Time. They will forward your questions to me, and I also thank UPSC Time platform to give me this opportunity to meet, greet, and solve the doubts of such aspirants. And I would really say, like, this would have helped a good number of people. And I really acknowledge the efforts that UPSC Time is taking, UPSC Time is doing by trying to connect aspirants with the uh, successful candidates. Thank you so much. And okay, just prepare well. And I would say one last thing that I have faced four failures in my UPSC attempts. So don't worry. At times you might feel very stressed out, anxious, and you might have self doubts. But don't worry, and just keep doing the hard work, and definitely it pays off. It will definitely give you good fruits. For in its my personal experience now, when I see that my name in the list with such good rank, I'm really happy. I'm very satisfied that all the hard work has finally paid off. So thank you and have a nice day. You can ask questions uh, finally to UPSC Time, and they will forward me. Thank you. Have a good time.